Well, the man leading New York's bravest is stepping down from his post. New York City Fire Commissioner Daniel Nigro has announced his retirement. Nigro began his career as a Manhattan firefighter back in 1969. He became one of only 6 people to hold every rank of the department, his service spanning over 7 decades.
Mr. Nigro took the helm in 2014, making him the 4th longest-serving commissioner in its history. He officially retires next month, and Fire Commissioner Daniel Nigro joining us this morning. Nice to have you back on Good Day.
Oh, my pleasure, Rosanna. Thank you.
So what happened? Because I thought you were going to stay on during Eric Adams' administration.
Well, yeah, I was part of the de Blasio administration, and they hadn't selected anyone as of the end of the year, so I stayed on. But I think it's time now, and I'm sure between now and mid-February when I leave, the mayor will have some time to pick a successor. So I think it's the right time for me to go.
I was just wondering if that fire in the Bronx was really like the last thing to kind of tug at your heartstrings.
No, it certainly could have. It was a terribly sad day for this department and for the entire city, and most especially for the folks up there that lost friends and family. But that had nothing to do with me leaving. I had already decided before that day that I would leave soon.
Mr. Nigro, one of 6 individuals to hold every single rank in the department. Can you share with us maybe where some of your fondest memories kind of lie?
Well, certainly my first day getting on the fire department that I heard so much about from my father as a 21-year-old man becoming a firefighter. I couldn't have been prouder. And the opportunities that it gave me to be promoted and to work my way up. Each and every rank, I met new people, had new experiences, and we call this the greatest job in the world, New York City Fire Department, and I certainly have believed that over these more than 50 years that it's been a part of my life.
So what are the next steps then? Are you going to be enjoying yourself after retirement? Do you have any plans to share with us?
Yeah, well, I hope COVID allows us to travel safely, because I'd love to return with my wife to Italy for a few weeks in springtime. And who knows what else I'll do. I'd like to perhaps put some of my experiences down on paper and see how that works out.
I would love to read that. I mean, you've gotten us through some of the darkest times in our city. You were there for us during 9/11, during the rescue and recovery operation, and you were there for us during the dark days of COVID. What worries you now about what's going on in our city?
Well, it's certainly been a terrible start to the year, highlighted by the shooting of these 2 police officers, and the whole department mourns with our brothers and sisters in the NYPD over this loss. But I've been an optimist. I've lived in the city my whole life, and I think these things will be behind us one of these days. 9/11 was a terrible experience. We've gotten through COVID. I think it's really a symbol of the resilience of this department, the FDNY, of how no matter what is in front of us, we may get knocked down on occasion, but we always get back up and are stronger than ever.
So can you tell us about who may try to follow in your footsteps? Is Terrell Brown being considered, or is this a done deal? Where does that stand right now?
You know, I'm not a part of the selection, so I have no idea. Terrell Brown would be a wonderful selection. I'm sure there are other candidates, and you know, that's in the hand of our mayor, and I trust that he will make a great selection of somebody that will continue to move this department forward.
Now, she would be the first woman to hold that title if she was given that position. Can you speak a bit more on that, if that does end up panning out?
Well, we've tried very hard to hire more women in the fire department, certainly on the fire side. On the EMS side, there are already many women, and we have women in high positions like Terrell, like my first deputy, Laura Kavanaugh, my chief of staff, Liz Cassio. These people are all tremendously competent leaders, and there's no reason why a woman couldn't lead this department as we see now in the police department and lead it well.
So I'm just wondering, I know your wife, Lynn, is she okay with you retiring right now because you're going to be home a lot?
I think she is, although I was giving her some cooking tips the other day, and she said, if this is going to continue, you could stay at work. So I'll have to mind my tongue a little bit, and I think things will work out. We've been together over 50 years now, so I think we have it down pretty much.
You'll pick up the cooking tips when you guys go to Italy.
Certainly, every time we go, we pick up some tips.
All right. Well, Bianca and I thank you so much for your service. And I know all New Yorkers thank you. I know that Mayor Adams has said also he's expressed his appreciation for you. But I'm sure we'll talk again. This is not it for us, right?
When the book comes out.
Absolutely not. I'm not leaving this town, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Fire Commissioner Daniel Nigro, thank you so much for being with us.